probably useful to offer a definition of geospatial intelligence. Intelligence about human activity on Earth that is derived from exploitation and analysis of imagery and other geospatial information, and visually depicts physical features and geographically referenced activities on Earth. GeoInt is enabling a true transformation in how we are fighting terrorists around the world. But it's not just the ISR platforms. It is also the industrial strength ability to fuse intelligence. It's big data, where you are digitizing all of the products of your ISR platforms and also then integrating human intelligence.
We don't understand the impact of globalization, but one of the things globalization has done is increase the number of fragile or failed states. Condoleezza Rice said, failed states are incubators of terrorism. And those failed and fragile states should be our focal point now, because if we're going to bring them into the system, they've got to be working systems. And that's where geospatial intelligence is really important. These failed and fragile states has increased the attention of the international system. And so we've had a dramatic increase in humanitarian intervention. So what happened in 2005, a movement also that came out of the human security movement, was what we call the responsibility to protect. R2P means we have a responsibility as a global community to prevent conflict, to protect citizens who are in conflict, who are in a human security danger, and to rebuild societies. For the most part, it's not something that states have been able to rally around, and I would argue it's because of the law of sovereignty.
4 different gang operations in the Port of LA and Long Beach area, and those boundaries change over time. Where the benefit of GeoInt can help is understanding that changing framework, particularly in the social economic side, which neighborhoods are sinking economically, which ones are growing. You start to see extremists, people blaming others for their problems. And you can see that in a GeoInt presentation. The critical issue there is how to present that to decision makers.
Trying to understand the human terrain and mapping that human terrain and depicting it and then appreciating what it means is hugely important. What's going on right now in Mosul is there's no question that we will defeat the Islamic State there, none. That's not the battle that matters most. The battle that will be the toughest is the battle over power and resources in the wake of the clearance of Mosul and Nainawa province. And that's because the human terrain there is so incredibly complex. What about the tribes? What about the other elements in society that matter? All of this is the kind of understanding that's necessary if you're going to ultimately build a government, one that is representative of all the people, that is responsive to them within the means available, and most importantly, guarantees minority rights as well as majority rule. Understanding all of this is what this is all about, and using GeoInt to depict, to help the understanding is crucial.